Montana conservation groups are throwing their support behind a bill that would provide permanent financial support for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. As KPAX's Dennis Bragg reports, the groups say the Great American Outdoors Act would resolve the uncertainty that's existed for the important pot of money for the past several years.
Senator Steve Daines is a co-sponsor of the Great American Outdoors Act, which has bipartisan support in the Senate as a means to permanently pay for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. That money, which is generated from offshore oil leases, has been in question for the past few years, jeopardizing a fund critical to help pay for everything from fishing and hunting access to trails and recreation. At a meeting with Daines Wednesday morning, groups ranging from Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation to Trout Unlimited and the Trust for Public Lands welcomed the legislation.
It allows us to have really tremendous impact across the landscape. But the dollars are such that it then may take us 3 or 4 years to pull the funding together. Well, that's hard on a landowner to wait that long. You know, they want some assurity that we're going to pull this thing together.
Here along Lolo Creek is a perfect example of how the LWCF can be used. The Lolo Trail project aims to establish a corridor used historically by the Nez Perce and other tribes, a gateway to Lewis and Clark's explorations. The project is currently ranked 4th in the country, preserving the legacy and the future of the corridor.
There have been many landowners on these lands which are behind us today, and over the years they've become an amazing resource for the community of Lolo and the community of Missoula for outdoor recreation.
Senator Daines says one key point is there won't be a new process for applying for land and water conservation funds, so there's no new complication added.
So the mechanics aren't going to change. So all it does is it removes the uncertainty of a Congress as to how much they'll put overall in the fund. This fully funds it now going forward permanently.
Daines says he expects a Senate vote on the Great American Outdoors Act in June with confidence it will pass the House and be signed by President Trump. On Lolo Creek, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.
A companion bill would set aside $12 billion to catch up on maintenance at national parks like Glacier and Yellowstone.